breathtaking.
Doesn't do your legs much good either.
I wonder who's won the 3:30.
Don't you feel any sense of humility at how impermanent we are in the face of all this grandeur?
Why don't we see who can whistle the loudest with their fingers in their teeth?
You don't want to waste your whistle out here in the open air.
Maybe you're right.
It's much more effective when you use it indoors, as nature intended.
That's true.
Don't encourage him.
Well, look what happened when you used it the last time to speed up the landlord of the Black Bull.
He threw us out.
Well, there you are. You see, I thought at the time. By God, that's effective.
I don't wish to be reminded of that incident. It's the first time a Dewhurst has been asked to leave a place of refreshment.
He didn't ask you to leave, he told you
I know what he told you. Can't you lift your mind for one moment above that kind of sordid detail? Surely there must be something in all this magnificence to interest you. The subtle colours of the hillsides, the ever-changing panorama of the sky.
Oh, you see, he said there'd be something in all this magnificence to interest you.
Were you lucky? Did you see that? I landed on the old feet just like a leopard.
You've got a few sore spots and all.
Paratrooper's reflex. Oh, when you've been trained like a steel blade, you never lose that fine edge.
Would you like us to turn away, Foggy, while you have a quiet scream? I've no regrets that Foggy dragged us all that way. You get up there amongst all that magnificent scenery. You look out over the valleys. You see Foggy falling backwards off a wall. And suddenly it's all been worthwhile.
Me Murdoch. They're taking him back for his funeral in the morning.
Oh, Murdoch.
Aye.
I see he still drives like a lunatic.
He was ready to go.
Who was?
Murdoch.
Just as well then, isn't it? Because he went anyway.
He was in here only a week before.
Don't say that, you fool. They think it was something he picked up in here.
I once picked up Lily Gilchrist in here.
You'd have been better off with food poisoning.
Who ordered salad?
He never looked quite right in his uniform, Murdoch. Some people never quite achieve the military figure.
Especially when the worker's a lollipop, man.
I was thinking of war.
Aren't you going to finish your tea first?
I was thinking of when Murdoch was called to the colours in 1940.
Our kid were called more than once.
Called more than once?
Ah, they used to call with these two socking great military policemen with red hats.
Typical, isn't it? Typical.
Yes, but their kid was inspired by the Prime Minister's speeches. No sooner had he heard the words, "We shall fight them in the hedgerows," than they found their kid struggling gamely in a hedge bottom with a huge lady from the ATS.
They were engaged.
And we know what at, don't we?
Well, that's the way it was in wartime. You had to snatch a bit of pleasure as it passed.
Yeah, I know about the snatching system.
She lives in dread of being caught with me hand under a counter.
Will you shut your big mouth?
Well, whose fault is it? The wives round here make love as if it's shoplifting.
Get out of here.
What did I say? What did I say?
Get out.
What are you doing? Come away from that door. Come away from that door at once. Have a bit more consideration for other people's privacy.
It's just getting interesting.
Will
Come
you
on.
sit down?
Do you realise, there up the hill, that's the first time that Murdoch's ever passed us without raising two fingers?
You must not allow yourself to become a slave to an inferior little impulse like curiosity.
Oh, I don't mind being inferior. It's better than being in Lancashire.
It is all a question of exerting the power of the will.
Maybe it's nothing personal. Maybe Murdoch stopped waving at everybody.
The will must be exercised until it becomes master of all the impulses.
Beep, beep.
Oh, put that thing away.
It's Foggy, it's marvellous how you mastered the impulse not to leap back and shout, "Put that thing away."
Here you are, my little beauty. Have a little nibble at that. There we are. Dip.
You're not going round lopping the heads off flowers, are you? Who are you? Percy Thrower's hitman?
But it's already dead.
But is it?
Well, of course it is. It's been dug up, ain't it?
But Murdoch's dead, and they're just about to dig him in. Well, he's better dressed than he used to be.
That's not Murdoch. It don't look out like Murdoch.
Well, I don't suppose he's managed to talk anyone into changing places, do you? You know what's wrong, don't you?
Well, of course we know what's wrong. He's dead.
No, what's wrong is his tie's not straight.
Oh, I think it would be more than that, Foggy. I don't suppose that killed him.
Well, straighten it.
No, it was just an observation.
Oh, all right, I'll straighten it. Look, you want it straightened, don't you?
It's not up to us.
Well, it's no good waiting for Murdoch to do it. You know what? I think I'd rather remember him with his tie not straight.
Yeah. Yes, I don't suppose it'll matter just this once.
It's just one thing.
What?
When I'm dead, will you make sure that nobody as scruffy as me comes to my funeral?
Hey, good of you to come.
Oh, it's only proper, Annie.
He knew we were dying, you know.
Really?
Oh, aye. I told him. You needn't think you're getting over this one, I said. I've seen it all before. And I had. With my sister's husband. She'd tell you just the same, I said.
And no doubt she did.
Oh, aye.
Lot of empty vases in the cafe now, are there? Couldn't you do better than that?
Listen, if Murdoch's got any complaints, he can change them.
And you're supposed to write a card, you know, as well.
Green fly.
You mustn't despise his flowers, Froggy. Plants are sensitive things. You can hurt their feelings. Scientists have discovered that they respond to fear and affection.
Now, you give me a bunch of flowers and a few twigs and I can transform a squad of fighting men beyond all recognition. Well, even in the bright sunlight, the trained infantryman can melt into his background like a... Well, what's so interesting about a bunch of flowers?
Did you see that?
See what?
They flinched.
Who flinched?
The flowers. One loud, thoughtless word from you and they flinched.
How do you mean they flinched?
Well, they went like,
Rubbish.
one uncomplimentary word from you and they all shrank back into themselves, all hurt and introspective.
He just talks and funny. All hurt and contraceptive.
But what did I say that was uncomplimentary?
What's so interesting about a bunch of flowers, you said, in a loud military voice developed on the battlefields of Europe?
Yeah, and the Middle East. Yes, well, I intended no criticism. Just that you can't remove all traces of command overnight. Oh, I sometimes wonder if the old warhorse never really settled down to this placid grazing in civilian pastures.
What a load of conkers. He were only a corporal side rider.
Yeah, well, you try doing classical Roman capitals under shot and shell.
Listen, there's only one thing I got to say to thee, and that is, ah!
Well, you've done it now. Oh, you feel them. They've gone completely tense.
Did they flinch again?
Well, you'd have missed it if you weren't watching carefully. It's not as if they're an excitable species.
Placid by nature.
Oh, yes, notorious for hiding its emotions is the marigold.
Is it?
Oh, yeah. Well, they are British, you know. If it's sheer plant hysteria you're looking for, then you've got to get yourself a vase of that exotic subtropical rubbish, you know. Especially that variegated variety that's all wind and pistils.
Well, I didn't see it move. Did you see it move, Foggy?
No. It's not the kind of thing that a trained sniper would miss.
Well, it was mainly this fella here. The one next to him has a rather more rugged personality.
Oh, shh, gentlemen, please. We have a temperamental marigold in here. No, not him. A flower. One word out of place and we could have pollen all over the place.
Oh.
How do you, Vicarage? Oh, well, I don't reckon out to funerals. I want to celebrate being alive. I want to feel the blood rushing through me wellies. I want to do something memorable to know about it. Oh, come on, let's have a bit of service in here. Where are you?
Could you mind kind of attract their attention more politely?
All right, neither of it.
Oh, dear. Shop, please.
Shop. You big nana.
Knock. If you want service, press the bell. That's what it's there for.
All right. It don't work.
How do you know?
You can't hear it.
Oh, but you can hear it in there.
How do you know?
Well, if they couldn't hear it in there, they wouldn't answer it, would they?
It's like the light in a refrigerator.
The what?
Well, you're not inside the refrigerator. You don't know whether or not the light goes off when you shut the door.
You want to be in a refrigerator? It's the bell, Foggy. The bell. The bell, it doesn't work. See, look.
Well, perhaps it does work.
But it doesn't work, you big trollop. Look. There. Come here.
Come away from that door. Come away from that door.
Knock it down, why don't you? Perhaps you'd like me to dismantle the place so you can lay it out on the road and run over it with a lorry.
Oh, tell her it wasn't me banging.
Oh, don't talk to me, I'm just waiting for the omnibus.
If you want service, ring the bell.
Well, we rang the bell.
Well, I never heard it.
What did I tell you?
Well, we rang it.
Oh, God, the battery's flat.
Well, all I want's a bit of service.
Ring the bell and wait.
Until they get another battery.
All we want's 3 cups of tea. Look, you can bear testimony, can't you? I mean, it wasn't me banging. You can be a witness.
A witness against a Simonite? You asking me to be a witness against a Simonite? Doesn't he know how big your Eric is in bone-crushing circles?
Big, the bigger they are, the harder they fall.
And now Eric's got a long way to fall, mate, I tell you. Up here.
And that's just his left leg.
You've heard of Bonnie and Clyde?
Well, Eric's more your ugly and Clyde.
Oh, who's been stirring up my missus? Well, all I need for the completion of my domestic harmony is some long, gangling twallop upsetting my wife.
Well, why me? Has it ever occurred to you you might be mistaken?
Every 2 hours for the past 25 years.
How many times have I told you to get a new battery for that bell?
As far as I recall, that's the first time, my love.
Well, don't be all day about it, or they'll knock the door down.
I can see, even from here, that you've got some individual baked fruit pies.
We're trying a new line.
So am I. We know about it.
All right.
Well, I weren't getting anywhere with the old one. No, I tell a lie. There was that one magical night when we had a power cut. And I blew out a candle.
Yes, what's this new approach, then?
I don't see why I should furnish you with all my trade secrets. How do I know that you won't all rush away and have your way with her?
Oh, that's a fair question.
She's foul-tempered.
And horrible.
And that's a fair answer.
But she has a kind of weathered beauty. You know how beautiful the old public washhouses look in the moonlight? And you wonder maybe if there is a God after all. And suddenly for a few minutes you want to do something reckless like comb your hair or wash your feet. Well, that's how I want to be with Nora. But I've been romancing her all this time and he's got me nowhere.
Romancing her, he says. You haven't got a romantic bone in your body.
Listen, if I want any advice on romance, I won't come to an unqualified puff.
Hey, are you telling me that he's rotten feelings?
Huh?
How do you know he's not a qualified buff?
That's right. You remain a bachelor for professional reasons, and straight away the riff-raff start making insinuations.
I've got nought against bachelors.
What, you think you haven't? Your father was one.
All right, then, come on, tell us, for what professional reasons did thee remain a bachelor?
I came to the conclusion there was no place in marriage for a professional fighting man.
There's a place in my marriage for one.
Look at him. We wouldn't know what to do with your bird.
Look, what we're interested in is, what are you doing with this new approach to Nora Batty?
It wouldn't be anything as constructive as smartening yourself up or having a shave.
No, women like the untamed look today, buddy.
It looks like an ancient sex pistol.
Right, so can I have your attention, please? Huh? I think I may be getting through.
What's up with him?
Sad, isn't it? I think funerals upset him. Mind you, by that look on Murdoch's face, I don't think it was doing him much good either.
He's read somewhere that scientists have discovered that plants can show signs of fear or pleasure.
They laughed at Galileo.
I should think they did laugh at Galileo if he was playing teacups to a bunch of daisies.
It's no good.
Hey, who's going to wash this lot up?
That's like asking Liberace to powder his own piano. No, you can't really pluck at the heartstrings with just 6 chipped cups. We need something more musical. Don't we, fellas, eh? Hello? Hello? Here we are, then. Yes. An enchanted, quiet spot for practicing on borrowed instruments.
It's ridiculous.
I don't think I know that. How does it go?
Oh, this whole experiment is ridiculous. Will you put that away?
Only just took it out.
The sooner we become proficient in one simple melody, the sooner we can get back to the cafe and continue with the experiment.
Yes, well, at least I'm glad to see you've had the tact and discretion to choose a place free from prying eyes.
Look, wrap your lips round that flute and shut your gob.
Thank you, Sir Malcolm Sargent.
All right, then. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, come along, that man.
Hang about. I'm waiting to ignore Nora Batty.
Ignore her?
Yes. That's me new approach. I'll come out and I'll give her a daily dose of ignoring.
Is it working?
It's driving her crackers.
This could be very interesting.
I think I'll have a little blow on my recorder. I like to have a little toot on my recorder now and again. Not too much, just a little toot.
She's putting a damn good face on it, isn't she?
Get stuffed.
We'd better catch him up. I never like to leave a disappointed man with a loaded recorder. Do what? It's all right you scoffing, but ask yourselves this. What makes certain farmers play romantic music to their milk cows?
Extreme loneliness.
Rubbish. Soothing music increases the milk yield.
I still don't see the point of warbling at a daisy. I mean, even if you did learn how to milk a daisy, would there be any demand for it?
All right. I can see that you don't believe that these very attractive plants will respond to music.
Highly unlikely.
Life is full of rich surprises, Foggy.
Not civilian life. Oh, I miss the raw excitement of battle.
We want to try that last bus from Huddersfield.
You can't go through life with a closed mind, Foggy.
Well, you don't make corporal without a wide intellectual curiosity. Oh.
I was thinking last night when I was mending your vest, how the years go by. How soon it is when the man you married when he was young and stupid turns out to be quite old and stupid. Did you get that battery for the bell?
Yes, I did, my beloved.
Oh, my beloved.
Come on, sit down.
Oh, I knew it wouldn't be long before the Führer took over.
Right, now, stage one. Before we play music to the flowers, we have to get them into the right frame of mind. Now, please raise your index fingers, sometimes known as the forefingers. No, two fingers are not an acceptable substitute for the forefinger.
It means the first or index finger.
I know.
Not the one you scratch with, the one you poke your ear with.
I've got it now.
I know, we've seen you scratching it.
He's had that for some while.
Yes, well now, stage two. Extend the index finger gently in the direction of the flowers until it rests with a feather-like touch upon the head of an individual bloom.
Oh, come on, get on with it. Right. Now what do we do?
Smile.
You what?
Smile. It's no good sitting there frightening them to death. Now I want you to clear your minds of all hostile thoughts.
What a load of
Especially that
Right, well, what do we do now?
one. Begin stroking.
You what?
Start stroking it.
Stroking what?
That delicate little head that your finger was resting on, start stroking it.
What for?
Well, how else is it to believe that you're fond of it? How else are you to win its trust and affection? You see, we live in a mysterious universe. We have to go through life with that attitude of quiet expectancy which belongs to the motorist parked on a double yellow line. No, thank you, thank you. Stage 3. I will have a little bet with you all, right now, that if we all play together...
Play
Yeah,
together?
what?
If we play music to the flowers together...
A little bit.
A little bet. That if we combine the power of our recorders and aim the full melodious force of the music at these shy little blooms, then I will bet you all £1 that you will all be in for a surprise and a shock.
You give us £1 if we play at them flowers and nothing happens.
Done.
Oh, don't waste your money, Clay.
Hang on, prawn face. It's a free country. If he wants to waste his money, that's his democratic right. Lend us a quid.
Right, what we're going to play?
Greensleeves.
Oh, my signature tune, eh?
It's got to be done with feeling.
Just will have a feeling somebody's crackers round here.
Now, wait. Now, if we get no reaction from them, we win a quid.
Correct. Unless there is a definite reaction which surprises you all win £1. Now, are we all ready?
Oh, yes, we're ready.
buddy.
Right.
Well, keep your eyes on the flowers and wait for the reaction.
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Ricky Gervais and Monty Python make for a star lineup on Parkinson over on UK TV Gold tonight at 7. Coming up next here on Drama, there's an emergency meeting in the next District Nurse.
breathtaking.
It doesn't do your legs much good either.
I wonder who's won the 3:30.
Don't you feel any sense of humility at how impermanent we are in the face of all this grandeur?
Why don't we see who can whistle the loudest with their fingers in their teeth?
You don't want to waste your whistle out here in the open air.
Maybe you're right.
It's much more effective when you use it indoors, as nature intended.
That's true.
Don't encourage him.
Well, look what happened when you used it the last time to speed up the landlord of the Black Bull.
They threw us out.
Well, there you are. You see, I thought at the time. By God, that's effective.
I don't wish to be reminded of that incident. It's the first time a Dewhurst has been asked to leave a place of refreshment.
He didn't ask you to leave, he told you
I know what he told me. Can't you lift your mind for one moment above that kind of sordid detail? Surely there must be something in all this magnificence to interest you. The subtle colours of the hillsides, the ever-changing panorama of the sky.
Oh, you see, he said there'd be something in all this magnificence to interest you.
Were you lucky? Did you see that? I landed on the old feet just like a leopard.
You've got a few sore spots and all.
Paratrooper's reflex. Oh, when you've been trained like a steel blade, you never lose that fine edge.
Would you like us to turn away, Foggy, while you have a quiet scream? I've no regrets that Foggy dragged us all that way. You get up there amongst all that magnificent scenery. You look out over the valleys. You see Foggy falling backwards off a wall. And suddenly it's all been worthwhile.
Me Murdoch. They're taking him back for his funeral in the morning.
Oh, Murdoch.
Aye.
I see he still drives like a lunatic.
He was ready to go.
Who was?
Murdoch.
Just as well then, isn't it? Because he went anyway.
He was in there only a week before.
Don't say that, you fool. They think it was something he picked up in here.
I once picked up Lily Gilchrist in here.
You'd have been better off with food poisoning.
Who ordered salad?
He never looked quite right in his uniform, Murdoch. Some people never quite achieve the military figure.
Especially when they work as a lollipop man.
I was thinking of war.
Aren't you going to finish your tea first?
I was thinking of when Murdoch was called to the colours in 1940.
Our kid were called more than once.
called more than once?
Ah, they used to call with these two socking great military policemen with red hats.
Typical, isn't it? Typical.
Yes, but that kid was inspired by the Prime Minister's speeches. No sooner had he heard the words, "We shall fight them in the hedgerows," than they found their kid struggling gamely in a hedge bottom with a huge lady from the ATS.
They were engaged.
And we know what at, don't we?
Well, that's the way it was in wartime. You had to snatch a bit of pleasure as it passed.
Yeah, I know about the snatching system.
She lives in dread of being caught me hand under a counter.
Will you shut your big mouth?
Well, whose fault is it? The wives round here make love as if it's shoplifting.
Get out of here.
What did I say?
What are you doing? Come away from that door. Come away from that door at once. Have a bit more consideration for other people's privacy.
It's just getting interesting.
Will
Come
you
on.
sit down?
Do you realise, there up the hill, that's the first time that Murdoch's ever passed us without raising two fingers?
You must not allow yourself to become a slave to an inferior little impulse like curiosity.
Oh, I don't mind being inferior. It's better than being in Lancashire.
It is all a question of exerting the power of the will.
Maybe it's nothing personal. Maybe Murdoch stopped waving at everybody.
The will must be exercised until it becomes master of all the impulses.
Beep, beep.
Oh, put that thing away.
By it, Foggy, it's marvellous how you mastered the impulse not to leap back and sharp put that thing away.
Here are my little beauty. Have a little nibble at that. Dip.
You're not going round lopping the heads off flowers, are you? Who are you? Percy Thrower's hitman?
But it's already dead.
But is it?
Well, of course it is. It's been dug up, ain't it?
But Murdoch's dead, and they're just about to dig him in. Well, he's better dressed than he used to be.
That's not Murdoch. It don't look out like Murdoch.
Well, I don't suppose he's managed to talk anyone into changing places, do you? You know what's wrong, don't you?
Well, of course we know what's wrong. He's dead.
No, what's wrong is his tie's not straight.
Oh, I think it would be more than that, Foggy. I don't suppose that killed him.
Well, straighten it.
No, it was just an observation.
Oh, all right, I'll straighten it. Look, you want it straightened, don't you?
It's not up to us.
Well, it's no good waiting for Murdoch to do it. You know what? I think I'd rather remember him with his tie not straight.
Yes, I don't suppose it'll matter just this once.
It's just one thing.
What?
When I'm dead, will you make sure that nobody as scruffy as me comes to my funeral?
Hey, good of you to come.
Oh, it's only proper, Annie.
He knew we were dying, you know.
Really?
Oh, aye. I told him. You needn't think you're getting over this one, I said. I've seen it all before. And I had. With my sister's husband. She'd tell you just the same, I said.
And no doubt she did.
Oh,